here we are going to discuss about the up sequential synchronous counter. Okay, how to design a up synchronous counter. This is very interesting. At first we are going to study 2-bit synchronous counter. In order to get 2 bits, we have already studied that we need 2 flip-flop. One flip-flop can store 1 bit. So in order to create a counter of 2 bits, we need 2 flip-flop. And whenever we get 2 flip-flop, we have already studied that the number of states we get 2 to the power 2 equals to 4. So for 2 flip-flop we get 4 state. Okay, so 2-bit synchronous counter can count 4 digit, 4 value. So for 4 value means if we start from 0 we get 0 1 2 3, it count, and as it's up counter it counts 0 1 2 3. Let us see how to design the counter. So we have already studied that for synchronous counter, every flip-flop gets same clock pulse, first thing. Second thing, only the first flip-flop gets its input from outside and others flip-flop gets its input from the output of previous flip-flop. At first let us design. We have used here 2 JK flip-flop. Okay, so for 2 JK flip-flop, one thing also I have to say that whenever we construct a constructor, the rightmost bit, mind it, the rightmost bit is, the rightmost flip-flop of a counter gives us MSB. You know what is MSB? MSB means most significant bit. Okay, so if we have a number 1011, what its MSB? This is MSB. This is MSB. So in a counter design, the rightmost flip-flop gives the leftmost bit, MSB. Okay, and leftmost flip-flop gives the LSB. Okay, but whenever we write the number, we get LSB in right side and MSB in left side. But when we design a counter, we get LSB in leftmost flip-flop and MSB in rightmost flip-flop. At first you have to know this. Okay, now so first flip-flop give LSB and the second flip-flop gives MSB bit. Now we see the construction design. This is very easy. So there are 2 flip-flop, one is J0 K0, first one is marked as, and second flip-flop is known as J1 Q1. Its output is Q0 Q1, Q1 Q1, its output. So as it's 2 flip-flop, first flip-flop gets input from outside, this is, and the input will be always 1. High means 1 value. Why we gives input of flip-flop 1 value? Because we know that we have already studied the truth table of JK flip-flop. We can give the input value either 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, but here we use the input value 1 1 for the 2 flip-flop. Why? For the 2 flip-flop, JK flip-flop will toggle case having. You know what is toggle case? Toggle case means it toggles its value. For one clock pulse, it gives 0, and for another clock pulse, it gives 1 out as an output. This is the toggle case. So in order to get output from a flip-flop, one time 0 for one clock pulse and for another clock pulse 1. So again for next clock pulse 0, again for next clock pulse 1. So as this is toggle condition, so in order to get toggle condition, we have to give input the value 1 1 in the input of first flip-flop. That's why we gives its input high for the first flip-flop. Okay, always its input is high for each clock pulse. Okay, now the input of second flip-flop gives from output of this. So as it gives output of this, it also we give the same value for J and K. Either that means either its value J1 and K1 is either 0 0 or 1 1. So when the value of J1 and K1 is 0 0, because we give same value in J and K. So either its value is 0 0 0 means in JK flip-flop 0 0 is storage. Storage means its output will not change, and if it is 1, its output will change. Okay, so this is the input of the two flip-flop, and you see here the clock pulse, same clock pulse is gives for both the flip-flop. Okay, this is the construction, and we get output. Output means the first flip-flop Q0 is from here and Q1 is from there. Now we see that as the clock gets, so clock pulse means first clock pulse, this is the clock. So clock pulse means as this is positive edge triggering, whenever it's in upward positive edge means the upward value. Okay, whenever this upward direction 0 to 1 of an clock pulse received, the flip-flop will get activated. So as a positive, you all know that positive edge triggering, it works from 0 to whenever clock goes from 0 to 1. Okay, so all the for each clock pulse, the first flip-flop will get value 0 0 1 a 1 1. So remember, for each clock pulse as the first flip-flop gets 1 1 value, so whenever JK flip-flop gets 1 1 value, it will toggle. Toggle means value of Q0 will change. If the value of Q0 will be, suppose if Q0 is 0, then for the next clock pulse it will be 1. Again for next clock pulse it will be 0. Again for next clock pulse it will be 1. This is the toggle case. So as the first flip-flop is clocked every time, so Q0 will change for each clock pulse, because for each clock pulse J0 and K0 is 1. So as J0 and K0 is 1, so Q0 and Q0 bar also toggle means it will change its value. Okay, and next flip-flop J1 K1. So when Q0 is 0, J1 K1 will not change. When Q0 is 0, J1 K1 also gets 0 value. It's also 0. It also 0. So if J1 K1 will 0, then Q1 not change. But if J1 K1 is 1, then Q1 is changed. So when J1 K1 becomes 1, when Q0 gets 1, as the J1 gets his input from Q0, so whenever Q0 is 1, J1 K1 1, so then only Q1 value is changed. So here you see we get two conclusion. What conclusion? Because we get our state, number of state from its output value Q0 and Q1. So we have to note, say when Q0 and Q1 will change. So we can make a conclusion that Q0 output changes every clock pulse, because for every clock pulse J0 Q0 1, and as J0 Q0 1, so Q0 also toggle. Toggle means one time it is 0, second time it is 1, one time it is 0, second time it is 1. That's why Q0 output changes for every clock pulse. This is one point. And our another output is Q1. So whenever Q1 changes whenever Q0 is 1. So whenever Q0 is 1, J1 K1 becomes 1, and whenever J1 K1 1, Q1 also toggles. So Q1 also changes when Q0 is 1. Now we see the output in the previous clock pulse. Previous clock pulse means for one clock pulse it gets value. So it is stored that value and we get output its value for the previous clock pulse. So we see whenever clock is 0, all the flip-flops are 0. Whenever clock is 1 means for the second clock pulse. So we have already know that Q0 changes for every clock pulse. So value of Q0 is 1. At first its value is 0. Second, for the first clock pulse, for the second clock pulse 0 will be changes to 1. And whenever Q1 changes when Q0 is 1 in previous clock pulse. So its previous clock pulse is 0. So this value, you see, this value will affected like this way. Okay. So Q1 changes if previous Q0 is 1. So as previous value is 0, Q1 will not change, second clock pulse. Now for the third clock pulse. Third clock pulse, Q0 changes means Q0 becomes 0 and Q1. Whenever Q1 changes, if it's previous clock pulse means this is previous clock pulse. In previous clock pulse is Q0 is 1, then it will change. So previous clock pulse is, its previous clock pulse is this. You say when Q0 is 1 in previous clock pulse. So we have now clock pulse 2. But in clock pulse 1, the value of Q0 is 1. So it is previous clock pulse. So in clock pulse 2, Q1 will change in 1. Value of Q1 is 0. So value of Q1 will change in 1. Mind it, this is the main point. Again, for 3, now we are in fourth clock pulse. So fourth clock pulse, first value Q0 will toggle means Q0 changes, and you see now we have to see value of Q1. In the previous clock pulse, value of Q0 is 0. So whenever value of Q0 is 0, Q1 also will not change. So Q1 value was 1. So now in third clock pulse, Q1 value leave as it is, that is 1. So it will not change. So what is our conclusion? As Q0 is LSB, we write its Q0 in right hand direction. Q1 is MSB, it write in left hand direction, left side. Now we gives clock pulse for each flip flop. So clock plus 0, initially both the flip flops are 0. Q0 is toggles for every clock pulse. Whenever a clock pulse gets in the flip flop, Q0 toggles. Toggles means whenever it is 0, it becomes 1. Whenever it's become 1, it becomes 0. Whenever 0 becomes 1, that means toggles means it changes its value for every state. Okay, and we see Q0 will change whenever its previous clock value of Q1 will change whenever its previous clock value is 1. That means suppose in clock 2, in clock 1 previous clock value Q0 is 1. That's why its value is changes from 0 to 1. Okay. So this is the truth table of this counter. Now we see that 0 0 means 0, 0 1 means 1, 2 means this. If we applied further one clock pulse, mind it, this is very carefully. If we applied further one clock pulse, so we know that Q0 always changes. So as 1, it becomes 0. Okay. Now Q1 changes if previous value of Q0 is 1. So we are now 4 clock pulse. So in third clock pulse Q0 is 1. So you see Q1 also changes from 1 to 0. Okay, in fourth clock pulse. So you see that Q1 and Q0 again become 0 0. So 0 0 means its first state. So if we apply clock pulse again, it gives our this fourth state simultaneously. Okay, so this is our, and the value of this, if we converted this value in binary, we get the value 1 0 0 means 0, 0 1 means 1, 1 0 means 2, 1 1 means 3. So if we converted this bits into binary sequence, we get the clock pulses like this way: 0 1 2 3. Okay, this is our 2-bit synchronous counter, and the Q1 value, mind it, always affected its previous value, because for one single clock, whenever it gets converted into this 1 1, it will store this value there, and for the next clock pulse it will get 0, but it works on its previous clock value. That's why Q0 always affected the previous clock value of Q1 is always affected the previous clock value of Q0 all time. All the next flip-flop always affected the previous output value of the flip-flop. Okay, so like this way, 2-bit synchronous flip-flop, we get 4 state. Similarly, for 3-bit synchronous flip-flop, we get 8 state, and its construction is same as it is. One thing is differ here. What? Same clock pulse is applied, you see here, same thing. And we have already know that first flip-flop will get high, and the second input will get from the first flip-flop. You see J1 K1 get value from Q0, and J2 K2, here it's one trick, gets value from its previous input of the output of the two flip-flop. That means here we used one AND gate of Q1 and Q0. So third flip-flop gets affected for the two output of the previous flip-flop. Okay. Now, as we have already, what will be the, so the input of J0 and K0 is 1 for every clock pulse, we know, because it's first in. Achha, one thing I have forgot to tell you, that we all know that the left side flip-flop gives us LSB, right side flip-flop gives us MSB of a number, and in the intermediate is a Q1. So if we have 1 1 0, this is Q0, mid one is Q1, and this is Q2. Okay, now we see input sequence of first flip-flop is J0 J0 1 K01 for every flip-flop, as high is goes for the first flip-flop. For the second input we get from Q0, so input of J1 K1 is from Q0, previous flip. What is Q0? Previous flip-flop output. And the input of J2 and K2, that means third flip-flop. Where it comes? It comes from the AND operation of Q0 and Q1. What is Q0 and Q1? Q0 and Q1 are the output of previous flip-flop. So these are the input condition. Now we see the output. What is output? So first flip-flop Q0. So Q0 always toggles for each clock pulse as it gets directly connected with high value for every clock pulse. So Q0 always connected. Whenever Q1 connected, Q1 change. Whenever J1 and Q1 change. Whenever J1 and Q1 value will be 1. Whenever J1, Q1 value 1. Whenever Q0 1. Because J1, K1 gets his value from Q0. So Q1 toggles when J1 and K1 is 1. So when J1 and K1 1, when Q1 is 1, as value of J1 Q1 comes from Q0. So we can say that Q1 toggles when Q0 is 1. So Q0 1 means J1 K1 1. That means if these are 1 1, then Q1 is toggle. You always remember it's for previous clock pulse, not in the same clock set. Okay. And for the third flip flop, Q2, Q0 toggles. Toggles means it changes its values from 0 to 1 and vice versa. When J2 and K2 1. When J2 and K2 1. When its value for AND gate comes 1. AND gate, we know that AND gate gives 1 when both the input is 1. So both the input is 1. AND gate's input. What is the input of AND gate? We get Q0 and Q1. So when its value is 1, whenever Q0 is 1, Q1 is 1. Okay. So Q2 toggles when Q0 and Q1 is 1 in the previous clock pulse, because Q2 comes from the output values of Q0 and Q1 AND operation. So in an AND operation, we get value 1 when both the value is 1. So we can say that Q2 toggles when Q0 and Q1 ones in previous clock pulse. Now we see the truth table. It's very easy and very interesting. Q0 toggles each clock pulse. So at first clock pulse, all are this 0, first clock pulse. Okay. For the second clock pulse, this toggles 0 to 1. Q1 changes when Q0 is 1, but here Q0 is 0. So this is Q1 not change. Q2 changes when these two are 1. So these two are not 1. So Q2 also remains the same value. Previous value is 0. It is 0. When clock pulse is 2, that means third clock pulse. Q0 changes from 1 to 0. Toggle. Q1 changes when Q0 1 previous clock pulse. We are in now clock pulse 2. So in clock pulse 1, you see value of Q0 1. So value of Q0 1 means Q1 changes from 0 to 1. Okay. Always you see for the value of Q0 and Q1, its previous clock pulse. Okay. So its value is Q0 is 1. So its value changes from 0 to 1. And for Q2, you see previous clock pulse we on clock pulse 2. So Q1 and Q2 are 0 1. So it will not change. Now we see here in the fourth condition. Third condition 0 1 1. Fourth condition means Q0 changes 1 to 0. Toggle. In previous clock pulse, value of Q0 is 1. Okay. So Q2 changes from 1 to 0. Toggle. Again in the previous clock pulse, Q0 and Q1 is 1 1. Both are 1. So Q2 also changes from 0 to 1. Okay. Okay. If we all create this truth table one by one, the Q0 toggles for each clock pulse, Q1 toggles whenever previous value of Q0 is 1 and Q2 toggles when previous two values of Q1 and Q2 is 1, we get the following truth table. And as this is 3 flip-flop is used in this counter, so we get 2 to the power 3 means 8 possible state, 8 possible statements, we get 0 to 7 present count. So 0 to 7, after getting 7, okay, let us see what will happen. In the 8th, what means in the 9th clock pulse, 1 will be changes into 0. It's toggle. Again, for the next clock pulse, previous value of Q0 1. So Q1 also changes 1 to 0. Okay. Again, previous these two value is 1 means Q1 also 0, Q0 also 0. So Q2 also changes 1 to 0. So we get 0 0 0. So what is 0 0 0? It will comes from the first state. So after getting the complete 7 number of state, that means 8 clock pulse, the flip-flop again will reset from its first position. Okay, so that is the functioning of 3-bit synchronous counter. So that as 3-bit synchronous counter gives 8 states, so we can also say that this is mode 8 counter. Okay, and this is the working of this. External clock pulse are fed directly for each JK flip-flop, and both J and K inputs are fed together. Toggle mode. Logic 1 is applied every clock pulse, and other circuit requires common signal. This is the its working.